Here we are, game two. I'm going first this time. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's good in this case because I'm not trying to get on the board explosively with my corrupt gold. I'm just trying to like play a slow development game. Wisdom gained. Yeah, I'll break that right away. Go get. I would get void and just jam it, but this hand is pretty solid. I think I'm gonna get earth.
I got void. I will probably just be jamming it.
Um,
I have a lot less self-control over these things than you do.
This time, so we've got JP. I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna buy the lane too. I think it was a mistake to not buy it last turn. I think if I had gone double Ogre Bushi, maybe I would have had some mojo. The Kachiko was tough. It just threw my math off so badly.
Sure. Well, this is a really challenging flip for me. I got an Exquisite, which is great, and Hotako is great, but I think I'm priced into putting Hotako down because you can't play L5R if you don't develop your gold. So, and so we got together. I will not be straight jamming Void this turn, but maybe next turn.
I eagerly await.
Once I play a card or two here. For all you.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this was terrible. We can go Tochiko plus Jade Mine and sort of put him to the test of like, can you buy a guy? That's not much of a test.
Challenge accepted.
But he knows we got Earth.
It does.
Nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I owe him a card because we went first. So he's egg.
So this is pretty easy peasy. We're just gonna clear on out our stuff. Guy with double brilliant and Imperial Explorer, and against certain draws, this would be like the best possible start. You know, against something like Lion, where you could just go Dishonor, start whacking with brilliance. It's not great here, but it's close enough.
Yeah. This isn't bad. We got more gold. I really wish we
So
had.
he's 7 force when opposed.
Yep. So we gotta figure out. We gotta draw a card first. I definitely just want to buy more gold this turn.
I also like to draw cards, and ergo I will attach Look into the Soul and draw a card.
And he's not. He's like the only guy in our deck that's not a tactician too. Pretty bummer. 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna pitch Void for a cycle. I'm gonna put me to 8. I think we'll be even.
Shit, my dude.
Could lose one and just buy Taganin, keep the gold. Try to set up something next turn. Ugh, it's so miserable.
I'm gonna name as my box Throwing of Earth. I don't know if that adjusts your play pattern in any way.
Not super, but not really. I just stop agonizing. I think I'm. If I didn't have a guy in play, I'd buy the gold and hold on, but I do, so I'm gonna add to the board. Hope for the best. Go ahead. I owe you some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Lots of cards. Ha!
9, 8.
I'll Blue Sun Zenith you for so much that you'll have to discard away your whole deck.
Yeah, something like that. 7.
Do. Okay. You've discarded. So I'm going to start by triggering a Dark Audience. This one we're going to I go walking and secrets because the secrets would be not a great card here, but an okay card. And walking is walking, so I'm fine sort of either way.
Yeah, it's an interesting split. He's got a bully face up. I'm actually giving him the walk. He might have another secrets in hand. This is like a ruse to get
Right.
me to
So the
do a walk.
reason, so I sort of assumed he'd give me the secrets, which would let me do my sort of poor man's glimpse there again. But if he gives me a walk, that's okay too. So you're giving me the walk,
Yeah, I'll give you the walk. See if I can
which
try to
more or
dock
less.
1 point of honor loss this turn. Maybe. You never know.
Well, I could do something like walk for the secrets, but no, it's probably just a mercantile for the future. Most of your search effects turn into mercantile conflicts, right? I am a little under the gun. I don't have a ton of personalities here. And I got 4 gold exactly after I clear my provinces. Well, we got to start doing something. Might be the vaunted attach, walk, straighten, do something else. That doesn't come into play a lot. Okay, well, we're definitely putting that walk on down. Those boots, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I add another card to my hand, I'm obligated then to play said card. And I don't know how I feel about that. This is a really interesting squeeze. I think I'm happiest just drawing, discarding, and seeing where the turn takes me. No, I'm not happy doing that at all. I take it all back. So we will walk.
Mm-hmm.
We will find a secret, which we will play. Straighten. Dishonor, Toggenin, hit you for 1.
Sure.
Now the small time bully is a lot less interesting to me as a card. So we just go by the guy. I'd really like to get guy and counting house, but I need to prioritize. The guy is just a lot more important. Do I keep the counting house? No, I'm pretty okay on cards. I want to burn through cards, but I mean, I've always got what I can jam back into the deck. So yeah, we just buy this guy, flush. Look for Hotaka or Exquisites again. Draw, and I got a discard, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The most worthless card of all the cards is Plan Departure. All you.
Okay. That's it. Okay, so him walking for the secrets signals that he's probably got a mercantile already. But luckily, he doesn't have a lot of guys in play, which is nice for us. We're going to slot down a Justice.
I'm gonna Growing Rift with the Invest, targeting your 2 guys.
Sure.
So that makes it a little tough for him to take a province. Toggenen's only an 8. I get an 8 province strength going second.
I will pass for now.
Straight my guy.
Pass.
I will name. So we know he still has the Ring of Earth. You can name Justice. Or we can name Ring of Earth, which activates Sendome effects. But I don't know if Sendome is where we're at here. I think we just name the Ring of Earth. I think I'm fine with that.
Okay. Pass.
Pass.
Targeting goes. Do they both go? No, just targeting goes.
Well, they can't assign together, right? They'd have
Yeah,
to
I'm
assign
aware.
it
I'm just trying to decide if I can try to swing for 2. I don't think I can. So targeting goes alone.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any defense.
Okay. You got first.
I pass.
I have right 8 to your 8.
Right.
Let's weigh the crab up.
It's really disappointing. I mean, I got a tactical setback, so I blow it.
So I'm gonna lose 1 and death on the winds to find our second way of the crab.
Yep. And he's got us pretty good. I pass.
Pass.
But I mean, he wanted that province. He had to really invest it. So I can't be too. I mean, I can be because I want to have this delicious cake in my possession and also consume this delicious cake.
3, 6. So paying 5 gold, not using the jade mine here. And we're gonna get in flush for our last lane. Killing the guy there seems really bad. It's actually not, because now, well, never mind. He's got secrets in play. It's just really bad. Go ahead.
Okay, well, we got one of the guys that we wanted to get, so that is excellent. Just trying to see how we can do all the things we have to do. So we have to start by, you guys honorable or dishonorable? Dishonorable?
Honorable. Why would he be dishonored?
I don't know. So I have to dishonor his guy.
Okay.
And then I straighten. Why? Because I want him to be dishonored. Is that an accurate answer? Like, it would be very helpful to me if, sir.
Fair enough.
We will attach Heart of Fudo to this unit over here that just loves having things attached.
Mm-hmm.
Get a Mercantile, play Mercantile.
Mm-hmm.
Make you lose 2 from Exquisite and 1 from Brilliant Cascade.
So 3 total.
And then 3, 6, Sky and Gold. Just Guy without Invest. I want to straighten this guy. You have to discard one of these cards. Ew. It's a really ugly turn here.
Yeah, it must be tough.
Do I trust? So what we're gonna do is we're going to game of dice, and maybe just buy gold and hope that my one personality can save the province from his one personality. I think we're okay there. He doesn't have naval. He would have to put down something like an Exquisite Ball the Naginai to get the 3 cheat, trigger something like a Sun Returns. So I think we're okay. We could just jam our Void here, but we like these 2 cards quite a bit. So we're just going to game a dice, and then JPI, and buy the Brilliant Cascade in that comes off of it.
All right.
We will keep the Hotaka and flush the other Chumpy. And I'll draw it.
3, 6, 9, 7, 9. Okay, so we're just on double ogres here. He correctly read that we have no way of generating a force to get in there. So we're gonna pass our open.
I straighten and aim Ring of Earth is with the stronghold.
Pass.
That's it for me.
So we gotta put down both of our jade mines and lose an honor here. Lost like 5 points off that lane. Card and pass.
Okay. Oracle is a fine card, but really you'd rather just have it be an Exquisite at this point. He's at neg 10. I've only got 3 provinces. I think the game will end before it can do a whole lot for us. We got to start with playing. I don't know if we have to. We're going to start with playing the Mercantile Conflict.
Sure.
From my yard. Losing 3. Yeah. And then, so what we're really trying to do is see if we can't get to a situation where we put him to the test to take all 3 provinces next turn. And so that's the resources we have to consider here. So 6, drop a 2, or drop something that makes an honor loss of 2 is 15. Okay, so we will favor out a encircle terrain to draw a card.
Pass.
Straight my guy with stability.
Pass again.
So that gives me one more. Like, what are the cards that I really want to see? 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna just stop right there. I will buy Hotaka. I'm gonna discard a Look into the Soul to make you lose 2, draw 1 from Destiny. And then 6 buys Oracle of the Void. We're keeping this other gold up. I don't need the extra Geisha House here, and if I draw something to play in the off turn, I want to be able to have the flexibility of the gold to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 cards. Table's yours. There was an argument there that I should have dishonored a guy, but I didn't want to have to waste a strain. If I wanted to.
Okay, we're gonna start with draw a card, and then action to you.
I've got Growing Rift invested, targeting the 2 Ogre Bushis.
So next 17.
They were unlikely to assign together anyway, but this really puts him to a question point here, because negative 17 isn't negative 19, right? Like, it's possible I'm holding a bunch of blanks, but you know, it's a real question now if he wants to go all in.
Yeah, from our perspective, like there's no way, like if we pass the turn, he drops us under, like we can buy Fatty here, but 6 more 4s, like there's no way we're taking all 3 of what we have on board. Like we gotta get 1. My plan before we played the Rift was to go all 3 at 1 and just guarantee take it, and
Yep.
hopefully not get dropped under. But now, with only 2 guys, only one of which can Sun Returns or Death on the Winds. That's a little tougher. So we're gonna I'm gonna attach a family sword to a Bushi. Attach it to a Bushi 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
So we know he has Ring of Earth, and we've been pretty happy naming that till now. But I think it might be time to switch gears, because I feel like looking at the composition of my hand, I'm not really worried about his use of the Ring of Earth. I think I want to start thinking about some other effects he could have. I have to think about, well, what's the worst thing he can do to me. So, I mean, maybe the universe is still the thing that bothers me the most. I think the Sun Returns is the card that's most disruptive to me in attack here, because it could save him 2 points of honor. So we're sort of priced into naming the Sun Returns with our strong.
Alright.
Because we want our actions that cause honor loss to get through. The effect is the effects are less important to me than the points of honor loss here.
Yeah, and so now if he's got like 1 oppression, 1 ramification, something like this, is it possible I could swing with just the honorable Ogre Bushi? He didn't dishonor the other guy. And then that would insulate me a little bit from his honor loss. It's a weaker attack, but I think it's a safer attack. There's something to be said for that. Both bushes are honorable. I could lose 1 point and attach this. The question is, let's see if he's got anything. Like if he's holding, like let's say another growing rift, and like if I lose one and then he just plays in like, ha, gotcha. I think I need to be cognizant of that fact. I also don't remember if ramifications. I know oppression triggers off of Dishonor. I don't know if I don't remember if ramifications triggers off of PH or off Dishonor. I can't tell both ways.
Specifically off pH ramifications.
Yeah, so that's like
Oppression is specifically Dishonored.
Yeah, and
That's one of those weird sort of base setty things. It's
yeah, I
just
hate how
because
they can't template things consistently.
ramification should absolutely have been a Dishonored thing. It's a thing that sort of pits spider players disproportionately too, and it's just, yeah, it's classic. Like we didn't really think about this. I feel like when they looked into it on the design end.
So I mean, I'm pretty safe scooping here. I think. Like I usually, I try to play these games out to sort of show you how it goes, but like I'm in a box here with no way out. Like I can attack
Well,
this
I
turn.
mean,
Like I have to
point out
attack
that I've
this
only got
turn,
one
having attached the
still.
sword.
I don't necessarily have you under next turn.
Sure you do. You do because you didn't walk for a mercantile, which means you have access to one more, either via another walk or just one in your hand. But even if I don't attack, so like if I don't attack here, say I don't attach the sword, I buy the fatty, and then I pass the turn. So I've got 3 guys in play. Like, what am I hoping for next turn? I lose 1 point to -18, so any single defensive dishonor action puts me under in my attack. So I have to swing for all 3 when I swing, and there's no way, like the force on the board doesn't even add up to 3 provinces. So I have to swing for a province this turn, but if I swing for a province this turn, I'm still setting. I mean, I'll do it. I'll make the swing this turn with the 2 guys, so I can attack with these 2 on the middle.
I mean, both my guys defend.
Okay, you got first.
Ramifications on Ogre Bushi with sword.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you negate the movement, you don't lose the 2 honor here.
Oh, so that's an easy Ring of Earth. Let's like stop and read ramifications. What is happening with Untapped? Okay, as he moves, lose 2 honor. So now we're going to Weakness Exposed Dual Shugenja Girl from Ogre Bushi.
I don't have a duel. It's just the chick with all the stuff, right?
I thought it said Shugenja Girl.
So, I mean, I just strike. I don't want to punt and let him get a bunch. So then I go ramifications on Ogre Bushi again.
So I move home and lose 2 honor. Well, this is kind of interesting. Not really. I'm just going to back to the front end.
Ring of Earth. Another reason we didn't name Ring of Earth is so that we'd have access to our own. So, Ring of Earth, and my action is Oppression.
You see, and so I lose the game. So I could not attack.
But I didn't have the mercantile.
Anyway. Right? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. So like you have those 6 points whenever I attack. So you're saying like I don't attack for 2 turns. Like I buy this guy. Like I don't attach sword. Buy this guy. Flush everything. You take your turn.
Well, I
go
had,
down by 1
I
at
had
least.
like some card cycle nonsense. So I probably draw a point of honor loss here. No, I don't really. So I don't know. I mean, you might have been able to sit for another 2. You might have been able to sit for 1 more turn.
I add the Shakash, so I'd add like Shakash plus Fatty plus this guy if I sat for 2 more turns.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like you were in a situation where if you really feel like you're going to lose the moment you attack, then you just wait till you have to attack. I think you were feeling undue pressure during my turns here. And it looks like, I mean, looking at my fate draw, you had some time. I mean, you had
at absolute maximum, I had 3 turns.
Right.
And that's if you never flip another Hotaka.
Yep.
which there we go. One turn away.
So anyway, this game is sort of interesting. These matches are really interesting. I mean, it feels kind of like a Scorpion blowout, but a lot of that has to do with some of the marginal cards in the Mantis deck becoming these dead bombs. And I think that there's any number of Mantis decks that just can run over Scorpion. And there's even corrupt gold-based Mantis decks, but instead of running honor-losing personalities, or running like big attachments and stuff like that. I think this is a really interesting matchup. I think it's one of the matchups that makes Arc really fun, and really just L5R really fun. Because with an adjustment of maybe 7 or 8 cards in your deck, you might become a huge favorite in the matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I think as this deck's constructed, like with the lanes, specifically is a card that's like really brutal, and like Manuki and the Pachiriku. There's a couple of really easy switches you can make that preserve the force more or less and preserve the gold more or less, but give me a better matchup.
I've moved off dueling Mantis for my corrupt Mantis deck. I'm not as all in on duels. I'm just sort of a Ronnie Sensei deck now. That doesn't open up a lot of fate side options in terms of against Dishonor, but it opens up a couple.
I think Sheikah Sensei is where I want to be moving forward. And I think that deck is a really favorable.
Completely different deck, but probably runs me over. It puts a lot of force out on the table. And those decks are a lot better at sort of sitting because they don't have the duds.
Yep. Anyway, so that was sort of a bad matchup, c'est la vie. So I'm 0-2 against Scorpion Dishonor going into the finals.
But you get to play one of the best decks in the format and one of the best decks in the game right now. And any of the formats, I should say. Yeah, well, I guess just in the game, right? They're pretty good at big deck too, Unicorn.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the matches. Join us for the finals. Unicorn Strigenja versus Scorpion Dishonor. Catch you guys then.
Hang loose, everybody.